Hello there. Good afternoon, everybody. Coming to you live from our national headquarters in Lanham, Maryland, 7375 Executive Place, Suite 300. Good afternoon, everybody. Y'all know what time it is. It's my normal live at 5. I have a great topic for you today. Do you know your worth? So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. We're just coming off of two big events last week. And Dayton, Ohio, and Cincinnati, Ohio. We had a great attendance. Man, our leaders performed. I mean, it was really just good just to be in the presence and just to see our leaders do what they do. So I'm excited about that. Hello there, Ms. Percival, our Senior Vice President. Hello there, Shelley, Maria, and Sheila Williamson Branch. And this young lady has the same birthday as mine, same date, same year. So you know she has to be a special lady, Miss Sheila Williamson Branch. I'm putting her on the spot. How you doing, Tabitha? So I am here at the national headquarters. We've had a very, very busy day today. My office manager is finally back from her 5th vacation in the last 12 months.
So not true.
But anyway, again, welcome you to my Live at 5. I will not be doing this next Tuesday. So I wanted to get this session in today, and I want to talk about, do you know your worth? You know, I think most people underestimate their worth, that they really do. If you really sit back and think about your worth, you know, what are you worth? You know, I hear people say it all the time, I'm worth more dead than I am alive. There is some truth to that. It really is. But we got to really understand what we are really worth. You know what I mean? I was doing some research earlier today through LIMRA. That stands for Life Insurance Marketing Research Association. And I was trying to figure out what is the average death benefit amount for people in the state of Maryland. Right? I was looking at that. And, you know, Maryland is a rich state. You know what I mean? You got higher incomes, especially in the DMV, right? You know, so you got the average income might be $50,000 per household. You look at the federal government employees, you got 401ks, you got a lot of stuff. But, you know, it's a high income area. So when I was thinking about that, I was thinking, you know, the average death benefit amount that we deal with here at American Classic Agency is normally it's less than $150,000. So I'm saying to myself, if the person makes $80,000, right, and they're in their early 40s and they're planning to retire in their 60s, if they did not make it home from work tomorrow, what would their family miss out on? You know, so that's really what we got to start looking at. What are we really worth, right? We are worth more than our annual salary. We really are, right? We are worth more than that. We are worth more than 2 or 3 times your annual salary. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you a real life example of what you're really worth. I did an example of a 42-year-old that plans to retire at age 65. And let's just say they make $102,000 a year, which is not out of the ordinary for this area where we live in the DMV, right? You got government contractors. You have a lot of business owners who are making a lot of money, right? And you have the federal government, the GS-14, the SESs. They're making $150,000 to $160,000 a year. So $102,000. But you got to look at 65 minus 42, that's 23 years. So if that individual did not make it home from work, what is their family going to miss out on? So, you know your worth. That's called human life value, human life economic value. What are we really worth? You know, what happens if we don't make it home? What does the family lose out on? Right? I should have been talking about disability because May is Disability Awareness Month, so I have to do that at the end of the month. But with a 3% in income growth, so here's the scenario: $102,000 a year. The person is 42 years old. They're planning to retire at 65. $102,000 in income with a 3% income growth. That's it. 3% income growth. 12% of self-maintenance. That means we got to take care of ourselves. You know, we got to go to the doctor. We got to go to beauty salons and whatever else we do. Self-maintenance is what we got to do, right? What I realized, that's $2.9 million of human life economic value. That's how much that person is worth. 2.9 million. Think about that. Just do the math. 23 times 102,000. Let's just say you didn't even do any income growth. Let's say no self-maintenance, which we know that's not possible. But let's just say all that was zero. Just replacing your income alone is 2.3 million. So my question is, how many people do we know that's walking around with $2 or $3 million worth of coverage who make over $150,000 a year or over $100,000 a year? That's the opportunity that we have here at American Classic Agency. So if you know of anyone that has good communication skills that can really explain what I just explained, and let's keep it simple. How old are you? You're 42. When are you planning to retire? 65. That's 23 years. If you never got a raise, what is your current income today? And you just multiply it. If you don't make it home from work tomorrow, this is how much your family is going to miss out on. And if you don't have that kind of coverage, that's where it begins. So I say all that to say most Americans are underinsured. Most Americans don't know their worth. And if you are the spouse of that person, you really need to know the worth of that spouse. What is their human economic life value, or human life economic value, whatever way you want to call it? That's what we specialize here at American Classic Agency. And we are expanding. We are looking for representatives all over the country to join this movement, to bridge that wealth gap. We are not out here just selling a $20,000 policy, then go to the next house. No, that ain't what we do, right? We have a boot camp coming up Thursday night, all day Friday, where we are training our agents all across the country. We have close to 100 new agents that's going to be on this training on Thursday night and all day Friday. Many of them are taking off work on Friday because they want to learn how to do it the right way, right? There's a right way and a wrong way. The wrong way is just going in and just doing a burial policy and then go to the next one. I ain't trying to step on anybody's toes, but I guess I am. If that's what you're doing, you got to learn how to do it the right way, assess what that person needs, and then you make the recommendation. Now, what they choose is up to them. But at least you did your part, is to show them that this is what you need based on your income that needs to be replaced. Show them their real worth. And if we do that, I believe that most people will try to do the best that they can to get to that number, whatever it is, to show their real worth. I really do believe that. So that's what we're doing here. That's what we're going to continue to do. Stay tuned. We got some major announcements coming up in the next couple of weeks that's going to blow your mind. This train is moving, and you don't need no ticket. You just got to get on board. And if you don't know that I'm super excited about ACA, I live it, I breathe it, I even wear it. Thank you so much, Tabitha. I'm loving Miss Blazer. I don't sleep in it, but sometimes I feel like it. And so thank you for the compliment. It's all about ACA. We are the company that cares, and we show this on a daily basis to our agents, our staff, and most importantly, our customers. We are the company that cares. So know your worth, right? What are you worth? What would your family lose out on if you didn't make it home from work tomorrow? And that's where we need to start. We did a training on this last night at lifehappens.org. Mr. Darnell Mote out of Mr. Jacksonville, Florida, did a phenomenal training on that last night. Know your worth. And more importantly, your family should know your worth and try to get to that number, whatever it is, to make sure you got sufficient amount of coverage. And it doesn't matter what kind it is. when someone passes away, they don't ask what kind of policy it was. They want to know how much is the check and how soon could I get my hands on it, right? So that's really what they want to know. Again, I want to thank you for your time and attention. I will not be doing my live at 5 next Tuesday, but I'll rejoin the end of the month, and we're going to talk about disability, because May is Disability Awareness Month, and we want to talk about disability. We're going to talk about knowing your worth in terms of disability. In some cases, not all cases, and I don't mean this to sound cruel, but sometimes that person, I'm not even going to say it. But anyway, disability is important also. Thank you all for your time. Know your worth, and just try to meet that number if you owe somebody and you love somebody. That's why you want to meet that number. Thank you all for your time. Have a great day, everybody. How you doing? Thrita, Kevin Laws, Anita Squire, Shelley, everybody. And thank you all for joining me today. And I'll see you again, not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. I'll be with National Life next Tuesday. And Maui. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.